Hello friends, today we are going to see Akbar stories. Bibar meets Akbar. When Bibar was a little boy, he was very bold. He would not hesitate to talk to anyone or play tricks on them. One day while he was playing around in the forest near his village, he met three strange men. All of them were on the horses. Two of them looked like soldiers, while one in the middle looked like a very rich man. They seemed to be lost, so Birbal ran towards them to talk to them. Just as he came near them, the rich man in the middle called out to him, "Hey boy, which of these roads goes to Agra?" Birbal stopped running and began laughing. The man looked a little bit angry to see Birbal laughing. Birbal looked up at the rich man and said, "Ha ha! None of these roads goes to the Agra, sir." The rich man frowned at Birbal and said, "What do you mean, boy?" Birbal continued laughing and said, "Sir, don't you know the roads don't move? How can they go to Agra? Ha ha!" When he saw that the rich man was not laughing, Birbal said to him, "People travel on roads, but roads don't travel, right?" The two gods looked at the rich man with a fear in their eyes. They thought that he could beat the cheeky boy. To their surprise, the rich man cried out, "Of course, the roads can't travel! Ha ha ha!" burst out of laughing. When he stopped laughing, the rich man said to Birbal, "Boy, you are very brave and witty. My court would use people like you. Here, take this ring and bring it to me when you grow older. I will make sure that you become a minister in my court." Birbal looked a bit confused and asked the rich man, "Who are you, sir?" The rich man smiled and said to Birbal, "I am the Akbar, the great king, Mughal Empire." The Birbal bowed as he realized that he was holding the ring of the king. He said to Akbar, "I will definitely come to meet you when I am older, King Akbar. Thank you." Many years later, when the Birbal had grown into a fine young man, he decided to visit the great city of where the King Akbar lived. After walking many days, he arrived at the gates of the city. It was very hot afternoon, and the god on the duty was very angry. As soon as Birbal walked up to the gate, entered the gate, the gods blocked his path with a spear. With a rough voice, he said to Birbal, "Where do you think you are going, man?" Birbal was surprised by the angry god, but he quickly said, "I am here to see the Akbar the Great." The guards began to laughing and said, of course, the Akbar the Great is waiting to see you, huh? Why don't you go in?" Suddenly he stopped laughing and in the angry voice said, "Stupid fool, do you think that Akbar the Great is waiting to see you? Get out of here." As the god raised his spear to chase him off, Birbal pulled out the ring that Akbar had given him. When the god saw the ring, he realized that it was indeed Akbar's ring. He looked surprised and said, "Where did you get that?" Birbal smiled and said, "Just like I said, Akbar the Great gave it to me. Now let me in." The gods knew that he did not have any choice, but he did not want to miss the opportunity to make some money. So he said to Birbal, you may have the king's ring, but if I don't let you in, you will never get to show it to him. So if you want me to let you in, you must promise me that you will give me half of whatever the king gives you." Birbal knew that the wicked god would not let him in if he did not agree. But he decided to teach the god a lesson. He said, "Of course, I promise you whatever the king gives me." The god entered and let him in. Birbal made his way to the king's court, admiring all the beautiful gardens and surroundings the main place. Once he made his way into the court, Birbal went straight up to the Akbar, who was seated on a magnificent throne. Akbar had a very good memory, and as soon as he saw Birbal, he recognized his face. And he smiled at Birbal and said, "Don't I know you, young man?" Birbal bowed before Akbar and showed him the ring and said, "Oh, great the king! I am the boy who met you in the forest. I have come here as you had asked me to." Akbar smiled and said, "Of course, you are the brave and wicked boy I met. You have grown into a fine young man. What can I give you? Gold, food, or house? I will give you whatever you ask." Birbal looked up at Akbar and said, "I would like you to give me 100 lashes, O king." Akbar was shocked. He cried out, "What? What do you want me to give you 100 lashes? You have not done anything wrong. Don't you want money or food?" Birbal smiled at him and said, "No, O king, I only want 100 lashes. You have to keep your words and give me what I ask for." The king and the rest of the court were shocked. They thought the young man had gone mad. Akbar did not want to give Birbal lashes, but he could not go against his own words. So he said, "I don't know why are you doing this, but you insist. I will see that you get 100 lashes." Birbal removed his shirt and get ready for the lashes. Akbar could not see Birbal get lashes. He did not understand this strange man. Birbal bit his teeth and quietly counted each lashes that the guard gave him on his back. After 50 lashes, Birbal suddenly got up and said, "Stop." Akbar turned around and looked at Birbal and said, "Have you had enough, silly fellow?" Birbal said, "When I had tried to enter the city, the guard at the gate would not let me in until I promised him to give him a bride. He wanted half of whatever you gave me. I would like to give my promise to him and give him the remaining lashes that I asked from you." The king began to laughing and sent a guard. When the guilty guard admitted what he done, Akbar asked, "You are a brave and intelligent young man, Birbal. I have been trying very hard to punish all the corrupt people in my country. But your little trick has taught this wicked god a bitter lesson. I need men like you in my court. Will you join my court?" Birbal bowed down in the front of the Akbar and said, "Your wish is my command, O king." From that day, Birbal became a minister in the great court of Akbar. That's it, friends. Bye bye.